Darkness will soon fall on Collinwood. It's 1971, and the Collins family no longer have anything to do. No drama, no strange happenings. Now, only one thing terrifies them. A young man has been seen just outside the grounds of our great estate, taking motion pictures of our house through the thicket of hedges that surrounds us. Who is he? When will he stop? How long will it last? Dark Shadows premiered on June 27, 1966. It began with a train and the arrival of Victoria Winters in Collinswood, Maine. Viewers could tell this wasn't the everyday soap opera they were used to seeing. Dark Shadows wasn't an instant hit, but once it caught on, the viewership grew over the next few years. Dark Shadows was shot on videotape at ABC TV2 on West 67th Street in New York City in the early days of the show. Later, the show moved to a smaller studio at ABC TV 16 on West 53rd Street, and remained there until the ending of the series in 1971. The exterior location of the old house, which was where Barnabas Collins, Dark Shadows' resident vampire, lived, was the Spratt Mansion located on the Lyndhurst Estate in Tarrytown, New York. The mansion was destroyed by fire in 1969. The town of Essex, Connecticut stood in for the town of Collinsport, Maine, with several buildings doubling as exteriors for the various storylines used in the series. Dark Shadows' most famous location was Collinwood, a presumably old mansion built about 200 years ago on the coast of Maine. In reality, the mansion sits near the ocean in Newport, Rhode Island, and completed construction in 1925. Its most popular name over the years has been Seaview Terrace. For much of the time during the run of Dark Shadows, the mansion was used as a school. The home has had several different owners over the years and currently is not open for public tours. I lived in Somerset, Massachusetts. I watched Dark Shadows daily after getting home from school. I read somewhere that the house used as Collinwood was in Newport, Rhode Island, which was about 40 minutes away from Somerset. My family and I were in Newport, Rhode Island a lot during the summers, from the mid-50s through the early 70s. That's where everyone from that part of Massachusetts and Rhode Island drove to for the surf and big beaches. I had recently got my driver's license, so I jumped in the car and drove to Newport, not knowing the address of the house. I knew it was near the water, so I drove down every possible side street that cut between all the mansions on Bellevue Avenue. I stopped at the end of one of them, seeing nothing but hedges on both sides of the narrow street. I got out to take a look around. I walked over to a hedge and peered through, and there it was, Collinwood. I went to the car to retrieve my 8mm camera, no tripod, stuck it through the hedge, and this is what I shot that day. After I found Collinwood and the small beach a few steps away, my family started going to that little beach on some weekends. We called it Dark Shadows Beach. It's actually called Belmont Beach, and it's still there today. This beach is within steps to another location. I will cover that location in an upcoming video.